All right.
Of the saloon here.
What would you like to drink, darling?
What?
I'll take some red wine, probably.
Got a red wine?
All right. I do. Oh, howdy there, Mayor.
Do you?
Did we
Hello.
just sick in?
Howdy, ma'am.
Henry,
Howdy there, Mayor.
how's it going?
Do you have
Okay, it's
any
about-
whiskey there, miss?
I do. Drinks are about 50 cents a piece.
All right, that's good by me. How much is that then?
Mr.
$1?
Valentine? Yep, that's the dollar. I was going to see about getting a return barrel for the empties.
Oh, yeah. See if we can do for that.
Here you go, darling.
Thank you, honey. I'm just gonna hold on
Where
for
would
a
you like it?
while. Just
I mean, you could just put it right here towards the exit.
There you go.
Thank you.
we're gonna enjoy the red wine in a little bit. Oh, you seem to just go for
Oh
it.
no, I'm just having a cigar right now. Is it all right to
No?
smoke in here?
Just so long as you're towards, one of the openings, fine.
All right. Think I am. Not sure.
You're all right. Just around the edge.
All right. That's good then. The smoke will blow the other way, hopefully.
At least I think it's all right to smoke in here. I should probably make sure it's not my saloon.
It's
You
an
say,
open.
Mr. Valentine, is all right to smoke in here or no?
Oh, yeah, of
It's the
course.
rule.
Yeah, it's open
Of
air,
course it is.
so
That's why it's such an open. Yeah, it's very open in here.
Oh, that's all right then. I'm gonna enjoy my night now.
I think we
Alright.
cigars.
I do have cigars for sale as well.
Oh, well, then I would like to buy some, actually. I don't know.
shoot, I think I got some in my office. What is going on with my doggone browser? I knew I had some. We'll be all mayoral.
All right, Chester, you want to tell me what the hell's going on at home?
Oh, everything's just gone batshit crazy. That's all.
Yeah, 'cause that's what I need. I need that kind of stress on my plate right now.
I'm trying to calm things down. I blame my wife. She wasn't the most practical approaching. Seems like
Yeah, I
she's
come
gonna made all
home,
the plans
he killed
already.
my
What's gonna
cat.
happen? What?
Put 3 rounds in my
Killed
cat.
her cat?
He told me.
I didn't see him do
And now
that.
he ran
I'd
off.
have told.
No, he grabbed his canteen and he's there in the mountains somewhere shooting.
Did you move my horse?
I'm
Yes,
pretty
I
sure he's
did.
home right now.
I moved
got
your
a
horse.
reason
Him kids-
for him coming to town just as I was leaving.
What?
I was looking for Miss Pearl, but then
Oh,
again, I don't.
I just
know.
wanted
Probably
him in
best not
case
speak
I had
with
to
her right
chase
now.
somebody down.
Yeah, he's just right here. I just moved our
It's
town
over here.
horses out of the
Okay.
stalls.
Yeah, well, hopefully
That
everyone
way,
should
when
come
folks
here.
arrive, they
all
got
said they're
somewhere to
gonna
park
help
their
me.
horses instead of
I'm not
being
sure
all
how
up
many
in
people
my
are gonna be
street.
coming here.
My brother can't make it. I don't think. Toby can't make it, and I think Gideon's gone to bed. So it'd just be. I mean, I can go find Pearl if you want, but you know, maybe
it's-
spend 10 minutes at least, take a look for her, then be back.
Hi there, ma'am. Were you needing any drink or food?
Bishop,
Deep in thought,
So do you
huh?
want any
Alright, I'll leave.
any food, darling?
Maybe later on, honey.
I'm
Maybe
sorry,
just
I
not
was-
now.
how about
We
you,
just
Have you
Mayor?
seen her?
dinner.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe we can grab a sandwich to go.
Were you
after the
needing any
show.
drinks or food?
Not at the moment.
Sounds good.
Alright, just let me know. No, Chester, I haven't seen Pearl. She was supposed to be bringing some otters in or something to try and sell them.
yeah, I think she got her head all stuck up her ass regarding what went out.
I don't
I
want to
can't
hear
tell you,
it. I
'cause-
don't want you. I don't want you to be shit talking her. Nope, I don't want to hear it.
All right, take her aside. Why don't you? You don't even.
I'm not
Whatever.
taking no one's side. That's my point.
My horse nearly died.
Goodness.
Sorry to hear that.
Quite alright, quite alright.
Still 20 minutes before
Well, hopefully they
said
if
scheduled
the
time.
family gets their shit together and we can get Chester down here to play a tune for you people. Whew, what a day.
Yeah.
Town been quiet for the most part.
It pretty much.
Well, I guess that's good in a way. Did we hear anything about that dead body they found yesterday?
Who was it? Do you know?
Oh, a
No, I
body?
just heard
Oh,
that they found a dead body and everyone went
yeah,
running.
there was no dead body. Both myself and
Is it
Bella
just
went
someone
there to
passed
check
out?
it out. Yeah, I think so. It was somebody passing out. I mean, if,
Someone
if they're
just had
taking
too
in
much
enough,
to drink,
you know.
maybe.
Yeah, I took in maybe a bit of water since they were in the water.
How's it going? How's it going?
Water. Could give the illusion
Oh,
that
dear.
died, but you know.
Out before they did.
So many people
There was
passing out in
nobody
the
and no
water around
horse.
here.
It's always the same spot as well.
Bloody cow was licking my face the next morning to wake me up.
Gross.
Yeah. Can still taste it to this day.
Well then.
let me let me say sorry to your wife then.
Well, I've kissed a
Yes,
few
yes, to
cows, but
taste
that
it
was
too.
taking the biscuit.
It's
I
one.
don't think. Well, we still need that list of the people we don't serve in this bar. We don't serve minors, no alcohol, no tobacco.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
wife's too young then. I'm sorry, wife. You can't have anything.
Aw, shush.
Yeah, no alcohol or tobacco to children, and yeah, it's not a thing we do. And Mercedes banned from any further free drinks evenings
Yeah.
or nights. Man, she can drink me out of this place, you know, very quickly.
That's
I'll
not
keep an
saying.
eye out. I don't plan on giving out any free drinks.
That's not saying much though.
Especially not to Mercedes. She drinks like a hole in the ground.
Oh,
You'll have to
wow.
point her out to me.
I didn't realize holes in the ground drank.
Mind you,
It's
I
a-
remember as a boy, I used to always trying to get a sneaky beer from the bar now and then.
I have no piano skills,
Howdy.
I see that.
but I can sure beat on the ivories.
You can.
Howdy, that's all.
Evening.
Hi, honey.
Has Chester
Didn't
showed
think
up
you'd
yet?
show up. He was here a little bit, but I think he went to look for Pearl.
Yeah, she seemed pretty pissed off at him.
I told him I didn't want to hear it. Appreciate you being here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get you anything?
It hasn't quite started, right?
Cigar? No, we still got about another 15 minutes before, my advertisement opening, but I've been serving drinks.
Woo.
You look real handsome.
I decided to put a shirt on.
You look good with and without it.
I wish I could take my shirt off, but this big stomach of mine doesn't do me any justice.
Oh, let me turn this shit off.
Gideon, can
I
I get you
blame-
a drink or cigar or
I
anything?
blame your mom for all that.
Oh no,
cooking
I'm alright.
When I was a young boy.
Okay, I also got food if you're hungry. Hi there, ma'am. Were you needing a drink or food or anything?
Oh no, not right now.
Alright.
Don't serve any drinks before she got something to eat. She gets a bit crazy with the drinks.
Oh, in that case, you should serve her first drink right now so we can get someone to sing up
No.
there later.
Oh, she won't be
It's
singing.
gonna give me more work.
She'll just be running around cutting
Do
everybody's
your
hair.
work.
We'll all be bald.
I mean, I
Yeah,
did hear a
people-
funny
yeah,
story
probably.
about her, to be fair.
A
About
funny
one of the
Wake
story.
up,
first drinks in
Sheriff,
the
and you
county.
have no eyebrows or something. She'll shave them right off.
Pink, pink hair. That's what I keep waking up with.
Yeah.
No, that's a little funny story about Miss Ruth here when she got her first drink in the county.
I'm sorry.
Apparently she was climbing through her vegetables, completely naked and singing.
What?
That's what I hear at least.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Oh, well, we
Ain't
need
none
to
of
get
that,
her the
sir.
first
Oh.
drink then.
oh, that's
We
it. You're
need
in
to get
trouble
her
now,
more
sir.
drinks in that case.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's gonna get it.
What is it with people wanting to get naked all the time when they get drunk?
Oh, ow!
It's very freeing. Well,
I
when you get
just
I'm not
certain
sure if you're
point, you
laughing
get kind
or
of hot.
crying. I'm not sure which one.
At least
But
I do
that's
when I
true,
drink too much.
I have the feeling it's...
I can't say that I have to admit I've done it myself a few times.
No, you're not supposed to laugh when you're angry with me.
That's not
Oh,
how
no,
it works.
I'm not even angry because I don't remember it.
I just said I was told.
Oh goodness. Somebody sleeping in the doghouse tonight? Oh fuck, why are these down here? No, I went. Where are the damn... Oh, there they are. No, that's a large table. There they are. Still fine. Right. Have a couple benches.
Oh,
Stop
honey, their
following
flirting
me.
reminds me of us.
Oh, come on now, Sheriff. You
I
be
mean,
a
I
good
have a
hair
whip if you
model.
want.
Yeah, you'd be a
Maybe
very
later.
good hair model.
No.
Come on out.
No.
Is there a gunsmith in this town? Tobias seems to be
Right
asleep.
here.
Do nothing to you
Right
while
here.
I'm right here, sir. What do you need?
Oh, well, I need some bullets.
What kind?
Mainly
Pistol,
pistol.
rifle, shotgun? Yep.
Yeah, pistol, maybe some shotgun.
Shotgun is gonna be a little tight, but I can do some pistol for you. How much are you
Alright.
interested in?
How much are they?
Let's see, I can do $1 for 50 bullets.
Alright, I can do that.
Yeah, so how much would you like?
About $2 worth.
Well, then I'll have to go to my workshop quickly. I have some spare there.
Actually, I should follow him. I need a gun too.
Looks like a fog rolling in.
Yep, yep.
And he locked me out of the kitchen. Thank you, Mayor.
quite tell if it's foggy or if it's the cigars, but hope it's not from the cigars.
I'm pretty sure it's fog. I'm looking up and down
Yeah,
the
I
river.
think it's the cigars, darling. I'm sorry. I'm trying to blow it out the other way, but the wind's against me.
Hi there. Any luck?
Howdy. Oh, it depends what you call. I'm like good or bad.
Luck normally means good.
Yeah, no good luck, just bad.
You
Got a
want a drink?
whiskey?
I also got non-alcoholic. All right, whiskey.
No, I want 2 fingers.
Okay. That's $1.
Really? Hold on.
Now you can do me a
You
favor
gotta,
when we get
I'll be
home.
back in 10 minutes.
No, it's fine. You can just do me a favor when we get back to the house later.
I got the money at home. I don't want to go in the house right now.
I understand. It's in the book. You get it? I'll just put it on your tab. Well, how about this? For each drink you have, you gotta play a song.
I second it. Think that's bargain.
How's that, Chester? For each drink, free drink you get, you gotta play a song. You figure out a guitar yet?
Oh, I haven't got one yet. That's the thing. You just caught me out of bounds on that one. Hold on.
Well, I think the mayor's a carpenter. We might be able to talk to him.
I'll be right back.
All right.
And how much for a rifle?
Oh, for a rifle. Let's see. That depends on the rifle you're interested in.
Oh, I have choices?
Yeah, for a rifle, yeah, you do. I mean, it depends on the quality, of course. I mean, we have a cheap one. It's still fairly accurate for $15 here. And then it goes up to 30 and 45 and 60 if you want it engraved.
Oh, I think just the basic will be fine for now.
And basic, yeah. See, that's for the crafting, for the price of the crafting plus. We're now probably talking around $18 in total. It does require quite a bit of metal.
Right.
Are you trying to punch me, Mayor?
That's what you get.
Saw that.
Think things might get a little crazy tonight.
Hopefully not too crazy.
I just think I might just shake my hips a little bit, dance with my wife.
Oh Lord, won't get me to dance, trust me.
Look in that ledger.
Oh, come on now.
Hello, Chester.
Oh, sorry, I was
Check the
thinking
book.
about something. What? That's a box, not a book. I know the difference.
Okay, there you go.
Honestly.
Other B word.
Ball? Really?
See, now you're obligated.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Just play a little tune back from Razor Rock.
Give me a minute.
Chester.
You get your gun and whatnot?
Oh yeah, he's making the gun right now, but I got plenty of ammo.
Going on a big hunting trip?
Do 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 do.
May I have 2 tequilas?
Achilles.
All right.
Wait a minute. Chester, does she have your bird?
All right, 2 tequilas. You owe me a back rib later.
All right, I think that'll work.
We're waiting on the alcohol to kick in for Chester before he plays us a song. He's probably got to tune that guitar and whatnot. Oh, make sure you put your empties in this box here on the end.
Alright, now. We'll sure do that.
Appreciate it.
Do we get a free refill if we do? Or am I trying my luck?
You're trying your luck. I do have.
What about a discount?
Beer. I'll think about it. I do have beer nuts if anyone wants some. That's on the house.
What? Okay. We have a
We
town
might
event.
need to get some,
I can't just walk
order
away.
some of those good sandwiches you
The
made
saloon was
last
rented
time
for a party.
before we after
It starts
the show.
started right now.
After the show, we might order some food to go back home with.
I don't know. Just go eat. I will eat
Yeah,
when
I
I'm
definitely
hungry.
have some.
Don't you? It's not gonna sit down there all night. Don't you argue with me, woman.
Burgers on me. I don't have any of the special darling
Well
sandwich.
then.
Where'd the bird go?
The bird's on the lamp. Oh my God! How'd it get
Oh
up
my
there?
That's on
goodness.
the chandelier up there.
What
Payne,
in
what
the-
are you doing up there?
He's swinging from the
God damn it,
chandelier,
Payne.
so he is.
He's fine. He's staying out of harm's way.
That bird is swinging from the chandelier, darling.
It's all good
Look
till
at
he
that.
craps in someone's eye.
Well, luckily
Yeah,
it's
they
not.
have a tendency to do that.
Well, if they do, they'll get a drink on the house.
All right, I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm gonna sing this well. I've never done this before. Let's try it.
Oh,
Yeah, horses welcome.
he wants to hear the
Anyone
song.
really?
Get the horse of whiskey.
Yeah.
I thought it was whiskey for my man, but beer for my horses.
Yeah. You know, that's how it works.
Okay. Bear with. I wish I was on no trombone for once I could go off. I wish I was a sacrifice, but somehow I still lived on. I wish I was a sentimental ornament you hung on. But the Christmas tree. I wish I was the star that went on top. I wish I was the evidence. I wish I was the grounds for 50 million hands are raised and open towards the sky. I wish I was a sailor with someone who waited for me. I wish I was as fortunate as me. I wish I was a messenger and all the news was good. I wish I was the full moon shining off your Camaro hood. I wish I was an alien at home behind the sun. I wish I was the verb to trust and never let you down. That's song done.
Beautiful, absolute beautiful.
That was
Well done,
amazing.
Chester.
I hurt my hand.
That was amazing.
Yep, your rifle's ready.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh wow,
See,
that's a big
wheels.
drum.
Oh, that's quite nice. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, if you get on those drums, you better be decent, or I'm gonna kick you out.
I ain't gonna get on those drums then.
Second tequila down, and I think I'll be good for the drums in a little bit.
I was kind of hoping. I keep hearing about those musical brothers that traveling around. I was kind of hoping they'd show up at some
Oh
point.
yeah.
Oh, that'll be quite nice.
I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, they're still
I was
tough.
hoping my cousin Tobias
Oof.
would be here. He
Can I buy
Not say
2
you're
cigars from
singing.
you? And another shot of
Okay,
tequila,
Henry,
please.
I
Actually,
appreciate
whiskey's
that
better.
you're
Yeah,
trying
whiskey.
to
You
get
gonna
out of
sing me a
this
song?
alive, but you're not gonna, alright? Can I get another
Oh, hey,
whiskey?
Mayor
Good
Liam,
God,
you're
no.
going
Have
to
you heard me
sing.
sing?
Good.
Yes, yes.
The mayor's
Can
back.
you give him a whiskey
Yeah, I
not
can
to
get
sing
you
a song?
whiskey.
Mayor will vote with us.
There you go. I'll put your money in the.
He
Oh,
was in.
you're already gone. All right.
There you go, ma'am. I put it in this over here.
Yeah,
Jessica,
money there.
Just one more whiskey if you wish.
Sheriff, was that a lipstick mark on your cheek?
No.
Oh
I
my.
do not know what you're on. I don't know what you're on about.
Oh,
You
nice.
sneaking kisses
On
from the
your
ladies already there,
brothers.
Sheriff?
Left cheek.
What do you do with it? You just put it in your mouth
And
and
it's
light
one
it?
of my many talents.
Yep.
Here, I'll bring it over here. I didn't. Not sure if you got it. There you go. I have it here. Sorry. You
Perfect.
keep running back and forth.
Ow!
With a whiskey,
Alrighty,
different,
just
right?
Right, it's in there.
I mean, I like the smell. The taste
Thank you
is
very
real
much.
fucking
I
weird.
really do appreciate the fact that
Oh,
I'm
it's
here
alright.
today, and I just
That's
want to
why I
make a
have the
toast
whiskey.
to the Canadian gooses up there in Canada, and the fact that we're connected to the state and
What?
goes a long
What
way.
are you rambling about?
Are you alright there,
Now,
miss? I think
excuse.
you're talking a lot
All
of
right, let's go sit
talking
outside.
a lot of something.
I'm just saying that I respect that Canada is part of our country, and I do respect the Canadians in it, and they kind of speak kind of weird, but you know what? I'm not gonna judge them for that because my mama always said don't judge them for that, because we used to talk about Canadians and how about their state was the best state, and I was like, but mom,
Sheriff,
they
do
ride
you mind telling me why you're
carnivores to
putting bear
school.
traps behind my bar?
It's safety
I'm
for not being
confused.
punched again.
Sit down with me, my darling. See that you have bubbles on your head. You may have bubbles elsewhere. Come sit down.
Oh,
You realize
yeah,
that that's a
felt
pregnant
like I
woman you're
was
putting
yelling.
bear traps next to.
No, I didn't realize that.
There you go, darling. The
You might
seat's
want
wide
to put
It's
two.
open.
not.
Come
Make
sit
sure they're
down.
real
It's
crank
not-
tight.
It's not her. I'm
Why,
trying
is
to
Bro coming
explain.
over?
Lay on the
It's
floor. That's fine.
That's that one.
You might need a few more than bear.
Well, I mean, if you have a teepee, I got a nice hiding spot you can go to.
Quite confused in your conversation.
Oh,
We need
here
to
she
get her up on
goes.
stage.
It's your time to sing now. Come on.
You see, the only reason I would ever sing was because I was high on mushrooms, but I drank
Your mayor
two of
awakened
them
and done his
little jars
business.
of jelly.
What's that, ma'am?
Yeah, he should be.
Ah, Mayor Liam, could we have a private word,
Come
please,
inside
outside of
now.
all
Come
these
on.
shenanigans?
I'll get
Sure,
you
ma'am.
another drink.
Alright.
Come on.
Oh,
Thank you.
I
I'll
don't
leave.
think I need one. I really don't.
Would you like some lemonade or apple juice?
Yeah.
I think she needs
Out
some
on the
coffee.
house. There you go. I do have.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Not quite sure what's going on over there, Mayor Liam, but it seems like they're having a good time.
Yep, yep. Miss Joy, she asked for the saloon today for a celebration of sorts, so I guess there she is celebrating.
Well, there. Right, lead the way.
All right. I mean, we can step into my office and talk.
It's probably most proper.
Yes, ma'am. What can I help you
I'm
with?
gonna say, Mayor Liam, I gave my apologies already last evening for not being able to participate in your question and answer event. However, I am questioning and answering many things on my own self. The very first time that I met you and your people that are here and building up from nothing to what you are today, have already, how would you say, put an impression in my head. The world wants to give me another impression. You yourself wants to give a third impression. Would you please somehow balance these things in my mind? What is the issue that you believe is River Run, and why is it that I cannot see it? What everybody else sees.
I'm not quite sure what you mean. Are you talking
Not
about
quite sure what
the
I mean.
slander in the paper?
Oh, yes, I don't understand it. The paper is a paper, doesn't make it true. It is paper. It is no longer a tree. It is no longer bearing fruit. It is just a piece of what was. I'm
Right,
quite
right.
concerned as to why there was such a flurry and a rib. I don't know. Everybody was a flutter over it. For paper, as I say, paper.
Right, right. Well, the only thing I can figure is somebody got it in their mind that they wanted to try and bring down the name of this here good town and this mayor who's done nothing but good for the community and the town. And well, they decided to publish some stuff that was unsavory. Basically, there are accusations that I took money from criminals, and that ploy was criminals trying to badmouth me. When River Run was founded, Mr. Casey Fletcher was one of my investors who I made a business deal with. You know, just him, not anybody else involved. I know that he's an oil person, so I know that they would be somebody I could probably convince into a good business deal. So the business deal, I ran around for about a day and a half doing mining and pelting, and was still short, a couple $100 of being able to get the deed for River Run. So I spent the rest of the next day running around trying to find investors. When I got to Mr. Fletcher, he was like, "Well, how much do you need, Liam?" I was like, "Well, I'm $200 short, so I pretty much need $200. But my guarantee is within 7 days, I will have you a 10% return on your $200." So, in other words, that means I would be paying him back $220 within 7 days. So, like any good businessman, he's like, "All right, I'll take that business deal," and I fulfilled that business deal within 4 days to
I
show,
just thought you
that
became
I'm a man of my word and business is
homosexual or
business.
something like that.
Well, apparently, Mr. Glass claims that he gave Casey that money, and I'm like, okay, well, where Casey got his money was no mine to me. I did a business deal with Mr. Casey, not anyone else. But apparently, not only did Trevor not give the money directly to Casey, he gave it to somebody else who gave Casey the money. So it's like, okay, after it left his hands, it was no longer, had anything to do with him. It was the next person. And then that next person had a deal with Casey, so that's between them. And then my deal was between me and Casey, not anybody else. So anybody trying to say that they could stake a claim in River Run because of some dirty money is just a outright lie.
Well, I'm not here to say that anybody's lying. That is not why I'm here.
All
I'm
right.
here is just to try to figure out all the filtering of bullshit that apparently, I'm sorry, because we're within these walls and no one else can hear us speak, is why I'm saying these things. So, how would you say? Privately. Know me,
Right.
I'm a lady and I do not swear, drink, or smoke in public. No,
Yes,
nor
ma'am.
would
Yes,
I say
ma'am.
word of ill repute. However, I am very, very confused as to why, really, as to why all this foul, dark weather, that's what we'll put it, dark weather has came your way. Mm, You have known Jesse and myself for a very, very long time, and you know that we're good people. We support your town, and we do support your town, and probably always will support your town. I'm quite concerned as to why you went to a Fletcher, which may have had something that you wanted, maybe oil, versus the little people.
Oh
He
no,
had thousands of dollars, yet nobody's ever come to us to ask for money. I
nope,
have,
actually,
and have always said for as day as long that I live off of inheritance. Every week I get a very good return from my inheritance.
oh, I understand, ma'am. At the time, I actually didn't know you yet when I was actually found in River Run. And I actually ran around the entire county, not just like right here. I literally went to every town that was in existence and every person I came across, I talked to about, getting in on the ground floor of a great business deal of founding a great town. So it wasn't just well, I ran straight to him. It wasn't nothing like that. It just so happened that in my travels, I ran across him, and then after he offered the rest of the money, there wasn't any reason to go to anybody else. So I kind of didn't know anything about whether he was in with dirty folk or anything like that. Like, I didn't even know that he was a friend of Trevor Glass at the time. I didn't find out that until actually,
Right.
like, probably about 2 weeks after the
Till it
fact.
bit you in the butt.
Yeah, yeah.
The worst part about it is that Mr. Glass and maybe Mr. Fletcher or even myself, we have lived in this area for a very long time. Very long time. In fact, from the very first stagecoach. That
Right,
might
right.
have been your folly, is that you went to people that seem to have somewhat of reputation or maybe a bigger homestead, or I don't know, maybe were more vocal than other people. And I think you may have overlooked the gem in the rough.
Well, I mean, I can't say that I overlooked anybody. I went, like I said, I went all over the county and people that were not sleeping, I talked to, and it just so happened that when I got to one path, you know, it fulfilled the needs of the town, and that's why I didn't have to go any further. Now, had I not been able to get the money all from one person, or whatever amount that I would have gotten, I would have had to continue going, and I would have kept going until I found enough investors to go ahead and fulfill that requirement to get that deed. Just like with the expansion, I did the same thing. I went all around. I stopped at the Swans. I stopped. Well, I think you were asleep when I stopped by, and then
However,
Mr.
there was
McGee.
never a note in my mailbox.
Well,
What
no,
I'm
because
saying is
I don't
you
tend to drop
overlook
notes to
what
make
might be
people
right in front of
concerned that.
yourself.
Well, yeah, I just don't.
You can drop a note in my mailbox and saying, Miss Villa, it was very nice to meet you the other day, and I think we should have a conversation. That wouldn't make me concerned at all.
Right, right. I mean, I guess it's a agenda. Had I not been able to find anybody, then I would have returned my path and been like, okay, well, I know these folks. Let me drop them a letter. But when I go through the process, and I don't want to disturb folk. I don't want to take time out of their busy schedules to try and meet the needs of what I need for the town. If there's already folks that fill those needs, then I'm not what is the word? Inclined to
It's
to
all
take the
right,
yeah.
Mayor. You don't need to seem so defensive. It's all right. I'm
Well,
here to
no,
yell at you and make you feel bad. I just really wanted to have a frank conversation as to why I was so overlooked. You know that I'm probably more well off than half of your townsfolk.
well, I understand that, ma'am. I just don't want you to feel like since I do know your situation, that I'm trying to take advantage of the business relationship we've already had with the pelts and such. That I'm trying to like dip into your pocket, because I don't want anybody to think that.
Well, I would not. I am an educated woman, and I would look at it as a form of economics. We would have a conversation on that matter, and if it was successful, it was, and if it wasn't, it wasn't. I would assume we would still be friends.
Why, yes, ma'am. I have absolutely nothing against you, and I don't have any reason to have
As
anything
I
against you.
you. Oh, I'm not here to give you cause of concern, nor am I beating you up and thinking that for reason or another that you and I are enemies, because I do not believe that we are. Not even begin to perceive that, because absolutely not. I'm just very concerned as to why, well, not only with economics, which a lot of things within the county that I just seem to be overlooked. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Maybe I'm not marketing myself properly. That's my folly, not yours.
Right, ma'am. Right, right. Well, I don't see it that way. I just feel that I don't. When it comes to folk that I do regular business with, I don't feel like it's proper for me to try and take advantage of anybody because that's what it feels like. So I try to exercise all resources first before I try to go to folk that have portrayed that they are well off. Because it's not about what's the word, my image so much as it is just trying to get the town to where it needs to be.
I think your town has grown, and I've given you much compliments on it, that your town has and is growing in an exponential rate. I was very pleased to see that there was something here. As I told you a long time ago, I have lived here off since the very first stagecoach came around. I was quite lonely, and I was very happy to see new people around.
Yes, ma'am, and I hope to continue bringing new folk around as well. As a matter of fact, I've been working on our taxes so that when we can get them taxes paid so that we can make sure that River Run stays here for a long time.
I don't really see it going anywhere, I'll be honest with you. It is a hub of things. My town, which is just newly erected, I guess is a conglomerate of those that live within the mountain. I have no desire to go up and above and be whatever other towns are. We just, I guess, are happy to be, what would you say, understanding the same realms of, well, not living on the river, but understanding how to live on the mountain.
Right, right. Completely understandable. I actually didn't even know that y'all actually formed that town up there. I'm actually pretty glad that y'all did. I like when I see folk band together, especially when y'all live so in close such proximity to each other. You just band together and make yourselves a larger group of folk living together.
Well, I guess that's what we call community. Myself, it's not a bandits of people grabbing together. Just really common folk that are already living together, just coming a little bit
I'll
closer.
keep going.
Yeah, yeah. I don't mean it like band together, like like an army being put together, or nothing like that. Just kind of like kinship banding together type. That's what I mean by banding together.
Oh, darling, you're so paranoid. Every time I say one word, you're already contradicting and stopping and trying to make things better than they are. We're actually having a conversation, which is what I would love to have with you.
All right, ma'am.
My
It just
guess is you've been beaten down a lot by a lot of folk.
well, I mean, I have been quite attacked lately, given to the fact that I kind of give to everybody that I can, and then when I do get help, and then people beat me down for that, like it's like I did something wrong, and it's like I'm. I don't know what I did wrong. I went to business folk for business adventures or business ventures, not adventures, whatever. But yeah, and it's just trying to get the community better.
Well, you have gone to some business folk for some business ventures. You've not gone to business folk for business ventures. I don't know how much I can praise the world for how much my parents have given me. I am spoiled. I apologize for that. What I don't apologize for is I don't apologize for the extra that they have given me. I have gone to the best economic schools, the best law schools, the best sewing machine and artistry schools, the vocalist schools, the cookery schools. Best. My parents have spoiled me. However, how I choose to make that in this new world is my own affair. Understand is that it is the best.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
In the future, Mr. Mayor, if you're needing to have conversation with who you think is a business partner or who may be able to sway the far south and north and west conversations, might only look to your front step because that person, although a woman, may already have the knowledge that you're already looking for.
I will definitely remember that, ma'am.
Well, thank you. I think we've had a good conversation this evening.
Yes, ma'am. I think I need to move that chair back. I don't like jumping on my desk to get up.
Well, I'll wait. Take your
But,
time. Put it back where it needs to go.
well, no, I
I
just,
don't want to sit here and have this same excuse again.
yeah, I'm gonna move this back so I'm not, don't feel like I'm jumping at somebody when I get out my chair.
Well, that's all understandable.
I don't know, that might work.
Keep in mind that I have not asked the obvious question, the big elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is, well, in my town, which I only know Jesse. The man has been my protector since the very first day I came off the stagecoach.
Right,
My
right.
town is now has a person within it that was once your protector. The elephant in the room.
Ah,
Might
okay.
be good someday for us to understand where that elephant lies.
Right, right. I completely
My papa
understand.
told me one thing. My papa told me one thing, and my papa told me, make sure you understand the realms of the situation. That's why I'm here talking to you today.
Right, yes, ma'am. I completely understand that. Um, if you'd like to have that conversation, we can. I don't have any problems with that.
Well, I'm not sure if it's a conversation or it's something that you just should probably tell me, because I don't want to have a trial and error. I would
Right,
just
right.
like to live.
Yeah. Um, I would say that Mr. Crow didn't like how dedicated I was to doing the town, no matter how much difficulty it took me to get it done. I guess he felt that I was not as ethical as he was, and that I was asking too much of him as sheriff. He reluctantly took the badge, even though I didn't like. Well, it's not like I pulled his hair and said, "Take this badge." He came to me and was like, "I'll accept the badge since Mr. McCoy wants to step down." So I was like, I felt like he threw it on me that I was forcing him to take the badge, and I don't feel that was the case. Um, when he turned in his badge, he stated that he didn't have enough time for himself and personal business or his gunsmithing and things like that. That he was always doing stuff for the town, and I didn't I didn't argue with him about that. I just said, okay, I understand. I do feel that when I did need him in the town, I could never find him. He was off doing something else, which I wasn't quite sure what it was. And then I did question his role in a situation that he should have probably asked me, a little bit of information on it before he assisted that. I understand that he wanted to help fellow lawmen, but he also needs to understand that his realm of influence is only, here with River Run first and foremost, and then everything, outside that is, yes, important, but he still needs to, serve the town first. and that's what I hope that him.
All right. See, that's this is information that I need to know clearly.
Right, right. I mean, I'm not.
Clearly.
It's not bad talking to man. I just feel that
Um,
his ethics are a little different
I'm
than
not
mine.
saying you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Sit down, Mr. Mayor, and let me reflect for about 3 seconds. It won't take me long, I promise.
All right. Interesting conversation. Not what I expected to have, but still interesting.
Thank you, dear Mal.
Not a problem, ma'am.
I wonder if, well, had your sheriff started, or was he midway during relations when all of this pressure came to him?
I'm not quite sure what you mean. Oh, I think I do know what you mean. Okay. You're talking about if he had his eyes on someone special, right?
Yes. Could it have
Um,
been that he was trying to make himself elevate in a woman's eye?
that could be possible, but it was not. That was not something that was brought to my knowledge. But now that you say something about it, I do know a little bit about it because I did hang out with the Swans a bit, and I do know about Mr. Mr. Deegan's crush on Miss Elizabeth or Fancy Eye. Or how I'm not quite sure how y'all want to phrase it, but
That'll work.
yeah. But then I also know that there were a few other folks with the same feelings, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was part of what drove him for that or not. Like I said, he never brought
I'm not
that part of it
sure
to my
either.
attention.
Understand, Mayor, I'm not here to talk down to you, or I'm not here to talk down to him. I'm trying to understand the people that I have accepted into my own life.
Oh yes,
Jesse
ma'am.
is who I trust, and I absolutely know you and have had a good working relationship with you. Also know Mr. Crow and have had him escort me home for many times when I have lost on a journey. He's always been very kind to me and has always been respectful. Just saying, since it was so very fresh from leaving your community to mine, I need to be most watchful. You have to understand.
Yeah, I did find it kind of disturbing that even when he turned in his badge, statements were made that he already had eyes on the badge for somewhere else. So that was a little concerning, but I don't know if that had anything to do with his decision. And I'm not going to speculate on it because
Well,
speculate is what
a
gets us in
woman,
trouble.
I agree, but you have to understand a woman, well, a woman has such, how would you say, influence and wills and ways. A man will almost run over Hades to have her hand.
Right, right. Yeah, I understand that.
Anyway, not that it much matters. I am not in any desire for a man or Hades. If a man wants to come at me in that desire, well, they deserve to get that way. I just need to know what's right in my mind so that I know how to go forward, which I am very glad that we've had this open conversation.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Anytime you have questions for me, I'm obviously free for discussion. I try to make sure that I'm free for anybody who has questions. Because I'd rather people ask questions than make assumptions. Because, like I said, that's what's getting us in trouble around here. People assuming something and
Well, if anything higher education has told me, it is go to the source. Just because you're reading a tabloid doesn't make it actually an encyclopedia. So it's up to me to figure out things on my own accord. Unfortunately, I missed your question and answer, so I guess it's up to me to get my questions and answers.
me. Yes, ma'am. I completely understand.
Lovely. Anyway, Mr. Mayor, as always, it's a pleasure. And I do not think that we have wrinkled relations. I think that we are as solid as we were before. I just, as always, happy that you are on the river. Tell me that you have secured your place for next summer so that I don't have to come out to a wasteland.
I have a few more gold mines to process, and we will be right there. My financial portfolio is set to where we're going to be purchasing our Pony Express, and then we are going to secure, and that should be within the
Oh,
next.
lovely.
Yep, that should be within the next 48 hours.
Oh, good, 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 good. Neighbors are important. We are far from Juniper. But it seems to be manipulated by many, many towns and many, many people. We are very, how would you say, remote. And it's good that there is a hub amongst the hubs. If we are a town next summer, hallelujah. But if you are, I'm even happier, because at least one of us have secured some sense of stability.
Yes, ma'am. I've actually, uh, I've actually made sure that I've talked to everybody in town and wanted to make sure that how their standing was, and everybody's standing is good. The only one that has said that they are going to need some time away from the county is the good pastor, because he's got some education abroad that he's going to receive, which is, well, that's understandable. I mean, you want to be a well-educated man, especially when you're preaching preaching the gospel to folks. So the more educated he is, the better he can um, pr- um, uh, what is it? Preach to the masses.
Well, I understand. I had to go away for about 7 days this summer to finish up my diploma in law. Cannot do it when there's nobody here to teach you. So if he is going on sabbatical, I absolutely support that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Mayor, if you will open the door, I do thank you for your words this evening. As always, I appreciate them.
Yes, ma'am. And you have a safe day.
I most certainly will.
I definitely did good putting my office on the opposite end of town of the
Going to need
saloon.
some music there, Chester. It's normally Tobias's
Well,
forte,
good
but
luck on getting your
That's
friend
right.
to sing. Everybody have a fine evening.
You too,
oh, he's
madam,
played
you
quite a few
too.
songs.
I didn't sing none for her anyway.
Yeah.
Can I get you a drink there, Mayor?
I'm pretty good for now. Thank you, though.
Alright.
I do appreciate the offer.
I think the sheriff and the mayor should do a duet together. I
No,
think
no,
that'd be
no,
lovely.
no, 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 no.
Nobody wants to hear that.
When I sing,
You
it
got a
sounds.
friend in need. Maybe something like that.
No, no, no. See, when I
See,
sing
Oh,
it,
singing
she's
as well.
overexcited.
Uh,
She's
uh,
fainting. She's so
She heard
excited
you
that
sing
she's
again.
Have to
fainting.
leave the building.
I'll take her home.
oh gosh.
You're just too hot to
Oh.
handle, Chester.
Consent. Remember the word consent. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the mayor sings, it sounds like somebody took 3 cats, tied their tails together, and beat them against the wall. So that's probably not a good idea.
That's a
Well, that sounds
terrible
like fun.
image.
How many cats you got?
None. Remember,
Oh,
Gideon
Because
shot
you
my
don't.
ass.
Oh,
How about that, Tess? 3 cats strangled up. You wanna hear it?
No, that's terrible.
Alright. I'm just saying.
or I don't.
Think this whiskey's getting to me, darling.
He was actually. Toby was
Yeah.
working on a song for us to do. Actually, it's real sad it didn't manage to get that done in time for today. Oh right, yeah, that's right, Joy. That's exactly what he was doing. Yeah, isn't that interesting? What a nice conversation we're having right now.
What?
You lost her. You
Yeah,
lost her.
I agree. That would have been pleasant, but you know he can't make it, so
I think we should have another night like this.
there'll be
Don't
more.
worry,
That's for
she's
sure.
leaving it off in a cell.
Oh, in a cell instead of in her
Yep.
bed. Oh, great. Oh, I just can't wait to hear
Make
that conversation.
Oh dear.
And it's not
Did
the
you
weirdest place she's woken up yet.
did you make sure that you surrounded her with bear traps?
No, but that's not a bad idea actually.
I was just
Oh my god, we should shave her eyebrows off with our
oh
own
jeez.
scissors.
I was
No.
hoping the Crays were gonna be here.
I saw Luke earlier. I don't know where he's at. I should ride up there and see if they're
And
see
there's
if they're
that
at the
thing in
house.
White Willows a bit fast, so that might be wrong people down there.
What thing in White Willow?
Wedding or something like that.
That was yesterday. What? No, my Fallout 76 is paid for. That's what you were supposed to be keeping money for, was my child support and her Fallout 76.
Yeah, well, I did advertise for another hour, so feel free, everyone, to come and go as you please. You don't have to stick around.
I was actually gonna run up to the
I think,
I'm gonna run up to the Cray Ranch real quick and kick Luke square in the ass and tell him to get his ass down here. Or maybe this rain's a sign, but I don't care.
I was thinking of making this my last.
Oh my God, I just had a conversation with Miss Villa. It was she was at because of the rumors.
Sit down.
I okay, well, doesn't do me any good. I can't eat any of it anyway. Then it would just be meat, and I would rather just have a freaking taco omelet. All right. Yeah. Luke, where you at? You here? Luke, wake up. Get your ass up, Luke. Damn it. Somehow I ran through that horse. That was interesting.
Good to hear
Likewise.
that. Good
Thank you for
time.
the smokes as well. Real,
You're very
real
welcome,
generous of
sir.
you.
That
Thank you so much for your hosting, Mrs. Joy.
Of course.
But I
Y'all get
think
home safe.
I need to go and sleep off this whiskey.
Ow! Why?
why not?
Good
Nope.
night,
Night.
folks.
Good night.
Don't forget to put your
Good night,
boots
and
upside
thank you for the
down.
evening.
Safe trip home.
Can I be drunk and ride a horse at the same time, or should I get my horse in the morning?
I mean, it's
I'll
there's
lead the
no,
horse
you're not.
if you
Hey,
just
where you
hold
been?
on.
I'm
Is
sure
it
you can
alright
get
if
it
I
to
leave
follow
my
you,
horse
but-
here?
Oh yeah, of course. You can get in the morning, no problem. As long as it's one of the stalls and not out on the street.
The
It's one of
crays
stalls
were
you
all asleep.
My big
Maybe
boy
for-
right here.
Okay, that's good.
Bunch of sleep.
No
As long
worries.
as,
Bu-
he's
bunch of
parked there,
sleepers.
then that's fine. If he,
I have to
if
use
he's
my
out on the
musical
street,
talents
we'll have to
again.
throw him out. So you're doing alright. Get home
The
safe.
mayor
Well
is not a
done there, Mayor.
musician.
Thank you, Sheriff.
For some reason, I got the feeling that a big fish is coming after me.
Okay.
Keep your eyes on the water.
I think he's had too much to drink.
I ain't even had a drink
He
yet.
hasn't had a single drink.
I think I
Oh.
owe a lot. I think I've had like 6.
I think you owe me a few more songs.
There's only really you and the sheriff here. I mean, is it really
So you
worth
can
it?
hold on to them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
we've got
hold on
another
to
hour.
those.
Too bad that journalist fella isn't here, so we can throw out another advertisement
Get
or
a
something.
refund. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Another advertisement.
Get
for a refund.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you said something. I owe Miss Gloriana $10. I forgot. I gotta take care of that today.
People got to pay what they owe. That's for sure. They do something wrong, they got to pay for it. They do something right, you got to be paying for it as well.
Pretty much everything is paying
Charges.
for it.
What the? Why did that? You got springs in these?
No,
I just sat
No.
minding my
that
business.
son of a bitch.
Flow out the chair, out the or whatever. Fine.
Can I have another tequila?
Fucking want that goddamn game.
Hi. I'll make that 2, and yeah, I'll take these.
Oh,
What you dealing?
Yeah.
You don't have to stick around, Mayor, if you have stuff to do. It's all right. The boys will
No,
keep you company.
I really don't have much to do right now. Miss Rowan and Mr. Joe are out of town, so the town stuff is kind of mellow right now. We're just working on paying our taxes, and we're gonna get that Pony Express in here. So actually, I've already got the enough for the Pony Express, but
bottoms up.
Down the hatch already. I'm sorry. I'm just thirsty for more.
Honey, I can't put any more in there.
What do you mean?
Jars
Oh,
full.
The box
Reclaim.
is full.
the
Alright.
box is full. That's funny.
I don't want to break any of the glass. Hi, Pain, you pretty ugly bird.
Whose
How
bird?
did it get up there?
Whose bird is that?
I don't know. That's Chester's bird now. It's just dumb.
Well, I mean, he kind of gave it me without. Yeah, he just gave it me. That I mean, I was just saying, no, I like they birds are nice. Now I own it.
I'm looking for a female bird or a male. I need one of the two birds, and I have two of the same birds.
If
And
you
they
wanted
don't
to,
like doing it with each other.
if you wanted to stuff your pillow with, I can go get my revolver. No. Not funny. Well then.
I mean,
Can do it for
I
me.
don't think that'd be nice.
I don't think that'd be.
Not
You're gonna
nice,
kill our
but
bird for
if you
pillow?
need a pillow.
No, it was
Yeah?
if you wanted to stuff your pillow, I was gonna take care of it for you.
Best thing to do is you kill it, and you just shove it in your hat, and then you just lie on your hat. You don't need to make pillows. It's just as easy.
Well, I don't know. I don't like to crush my hats.
Well, you don't, because the dead bird inside helps push it out. That's the idea.
Oh.
I mean, on bowler hats, maybe not on top hats. That's a little bit more tricky.
Yeah, probably.
Only like 3-4 birds for that.
Hello.
Oh, hello, gentlemen. Hello, lady.
Good evening.
I'm
Howdy.
looking for a farmer.
Oh well, I guess I'm a farmer.
I was gonna say, yeah, both of mine are
Oh,
sleeping,
well.
so. Wait.
Oh, I see. I'm looking to buy some maggots. I was wanting to do some fishing today.
Oh,
If you ain't got no maggots, I got some maggots.
jeez. Yeah, I don't carry them on me. I think we got some at the house.
Yeah, I got some right. I got some
Yes,
right
yeah,
down there.
maggots at the house.
I mean,
How many you looking for?
Most people
There
don't
is a
carry
few,
maggots
but
with
I
them.
don't know how many.
That's disgusting.
Let's say like 30.
All right, let me see. I'm pretty sure I got a lot more than 30 in there. somewhere. Oh, that's right. I left him in the donkey. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the barn.
Decency, fellas.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I ain't on about her. I'm on about the sheriff.
Oh. All right then.
Well, this is my answer.
Okay, maybe that was about it. I'm on about my cousin. Damn.
Wait, what?
It
I
just
don't
pulled
think
a
that's any
goddamn
better.
shotgun on me.
They're right here in there. In this
Hold on.
box right here.
I didn't see any shotgun.
Oh, thank you. That's perfect.
Don't know what.
Is $1 enough, you think?
I'm selling
Or
it
you
now
can just take them
anyway,
as a
so
gift
don't
from the
worry about
mayor.
it.
No, you already gave me anti-venom yesterday. I wouldn't want to, leech.
Well, if you insist.
As a gesture. All right. Well, I'm gonna go have a good day fishing
I
and
love you,
smoking
pretty
and
lady.
drinking.
All right, you have a good one, ma'am.
Whoa,
Stay
that came
safe.
out of nowhere.
It's not the alcohol, I
You as
swear.
well. Bye.
Well, I feel the
Bro,
same.
where he's going off to?
And after the lady, I guess.
At least Boris ain't running around here talking about Joy being his betrothed. That's kind of funny.
Who?
Boris.
Dead man.
The dead man.
Oh. That
Well,
okay.
I guess he doesn't have much upstairs, so I guess you could probably consider him dead already.
Well, I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. I don't know anything. Look at the
howdy.
Hi,
Howdy.
how can we help you? Looking for some food and drink?
I'm looking for some food that I can take to Mr. Serafino. It looks like he was mauled by a bear, and I don't think he's been fed in time recently.
Mauled by a bear. That definitely does not sound good.
Well, no, it's
Sure
really
doesn't.
not.
Here you go. There's some chocolate cake in there. That normally helps people feel better.
Hey, how much do I owe you for that?
Oh, don't worry about it. If it's to help someone, it's all right.
Well, no, here, I'll put some coin in there. I couldn't really just take it. Thank you so much. I'll be taking this to him now.
All right. Well, let us know how he's doing.
Yeah, of course. I'll have to see if he's on the mend or whatnot.
You got any of that dragon's ale? About 10 lots.
Why do you need so much ale?
It's just to help somebody. That's all.
Help
No,
somebody.
I don't believe you.
Can I have
Also,
four of that ale?
There's no 5-finger discount in this bar.
Right. What about 4 toe?
Okay, good.
He only has 4 toes.
Hey, that depends on how many toes you're willing to pay with.
Does that mean he can only count to
I
19?
mean, that's better. I don't need any more of them anyway now. I lost my favorite.
I don't need any more. That's my favorite.
Blame my brother for that.
No, just feel bad.
Nuts. Can't
She's up and
spell
standing
nutrition
again.
without nut.
You falling asleep again? Oh no,
Spell
she's
it
awake.
wrong. I always thought that was the easiest way to get around those sort of things.
What is going on?
with my hair?
I don't
Jess, I
know.
want to shoot some
I
stuff.
figure we could have gone swimming.
We should get some
I don't know
beer
what.
and get,
I've
go
been,
shoot some
I
stuff.
keep nipping out and shooting some stuff every time I get angry. I've just been out and hit a fox on the head with an hatchet. It felt good. Sat there.
How'd you get close
listened
enough?
Just took its life away. It was stuck in the, I don't know, some part of the foundations out there.
Sweet, sweet woman. May I have 4 dragon ales, please?
No,
I
you've
have a
already
pretty
had
calm.
like 5 tequilas.
That's only 5? How about whiskey?
Yeah, I mean, it's only 4 of them. Is only I had one.
Yeah, so together, like, it's not even that much.
Yeah, and you've also had like 4 tequilas, and you played me like 2 songs.
I'll play you a song. Wait, I should have said
fibbing?
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said he'll play a song. That's real good of him. That's real nice.
I don't know a song.
How much is that donkey in the window? Maybe.
Oh, that is a good song. I like that song a lot. How much is that donkey in the window? The one with that
Beautiful.
sweet little ass. I mean, what?
that's a good version.
I think he's looking for a donkey in the window.
Nah, I'm actually trying to get him to open the other damn
it's
There's
way.
a song that is not literally a donkey in a
alright.
window over here. So you know, I don't disappoint no one.
I don't know. There might be a
There's
donkey in the
juice
window.
book.
Henry, come over here and stand in this window.
Damn, I'll leave you two alone.
No, you too. You're cut off as well.
God dang it.
You still
You
owe me
two
some
need
songs.
to be alone to say.
Why?
There's juice in the butt.
That's lemonade.
Does that not mean what?
Is this spiked?
It's
Oh,
apple.
I read
No.
into it wrong. Okay.
I will give you
Oh.
$4 for 4 drinks.
You really think you're gonna try and bribe me?
Miss Joy, did Luke talk to you yesterday?
About what?
He said he wanted like 500 hot chocolates.
Oh yeah, I got a couple hundred of them for
All right,
him.
all right.
He thinks that they do something that they don't.
Well,
I'll put $5 for 4 drinks and a hot chocolate.
Honey,
On a
you've
lollipop.
already had too much to drink.
Yes, sir, I've had too much to drink.
Don't know how
I'll
many
take your
fingers am
money.
I holding it?
Yeah, he seems to think if he drinks enough hot
None.
cocoa that he
Oh,
can
crap.
become
Taylor
godly.
woke up. Good. I got gloves I need repaired,
She stole
Taylor.
she took my money.
Gloves?
Yeah, damn wolf ate my gloves
That's
last
what
night.
girlfriends do.
Bastards.
Yeah, he thought he was the pack
Well,
leader.
so-
We showed him he wasn't the pack leader.
Of course not with Mr. Wellen around.
No, definitely not. Yeah, me and Joey went on a shooting spree while we was up there doing the doing the mines. We had a pile of bears 7 deep.
Damn.
Good lord.
It was kind of funny. I was like, God dang, don't nobody look at this. We were not thinning the herd. Nope, this was not a bear massacre. But it
No
may have been
poaching
a
around
bear.
here.
I'm gonna
But it may have been a bear
I'm
massacre.
feeling real
At that, and we killed like
drunk and
half a
tired.
dozen wolves and half a dozen cougars.
Okay. You heading
I'll
home?
be back, but right, I might be back. I don't know. We'll see. Cuts my balls
Okay.
off or not.
Chester.
I wish I could get one of them
But
cougar heads mounted like them bear heads.
Just in case you don't make it through the night. I like you a lot.
I know, right? I liked you too. Never mind, eh?
Stay safe.
So, risky life.
I know what it's like to
Do I-
piss off Pearl.
Do I need to get him a wood box? I got one made in my storage.
But I don't think bigger than a 4-foot is just a waste of wood.
Well, it's already made, so it's not really a waste. I made it for Henry.
We'll see how the night goes for him.
It was kind of funny. He got shot, and they're like, "Get him a bed, get him a bed," and I brought him that pine box. They were like, "That's not funny." I was like, "I don't know. It's pretty damn funny to me."
That's actually pretty funny. I like that one.
Who got shot?
Oh, that was like a week and a half ago, a week ago. I gotta remember. A while ago.
Oh, okay.
Shit, in Gunsmoke County a week ago is like a lifetime ago.
What am I doing sitting over here? Supposed to be pouting.
You're supposed to be pouting. What the? I'm confused.
What's wrong, sir?
I cut him off.
He was
That
cut.
mean bartender won't let me have any more tequilas.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, have we met before?
Oh, I don't remember much right now. But my name's Gideon.
I don't think we met before. I'm Herbert Cobbs. I'm the tailor.
Oh yeah. Try to look for it. Taylor when we first arrived. Couldn't find anybody.
Yeah, he replaced my sleepy Taylor. At least this one's only half sleepy.
I know what
I
being
don't
sleepy
think
is
I'm that
like.
sleepy.
I said half sleepy. Come on, I gave you credit. Let me tell you though, I cannot wait until Miss Rowan and Mr. Joe get back in the county because I can't wait to slap that Pony Express sign up on that post office.
You got all the stuff you needed, right?
I still got 10 mines to go, but yeah.
Gotcha.
My financial planning was dead on as usual.
10 mines and then we get both the things, or 10 mines and then you get the post office?
Oh, no. 10 mines and everything is taken care of. Look.
Oh my.
Somebody's trying to crawl around under my temporary stage.
I'm a ninja.
I
You can't see
guess
me.
I think he's trying to get into the alcohol.
You may wanna. I don't know if anybody else heard that, but it sounded like she needed to clear her throat.
Maybe some alcohol would help.
I think he's gonna make it.
You think he's gonna make it?
He doesn't have the keys.
Making it and succeeding are two different things.
My fat ass don't fit in the window no more. Oh, darling, what are you? Oh, how'd you get back here? That's weird.
I've been back behind the bar the entire time.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I'm back here helping you with the beer. Otherwise, all these lovely people would go thirsty.
Mm. Were you needing a drink or anything to eat, sir?
Oh, yes, I would, thank you.
I'm okay right now.
Okay.
I heard a ruckus over here and I figured I'd come and check it out.
No, I'm just Bella, not the sheriff.
Oh,
Look at
right
that!
there,
I
I'm
got
gonna have
both
to
of
find
them
you.
with one jump. That was spectacular.
I'm gonna have to find you.
You're gonna have to, yeah,
We,
yeah, yeah.
no, we talked about it. We no speeding at the high street, and you're doing that.
Hey Liam, Glory asked me to tell her if you were awake when I visited. I'm not sure why, but I guess she wants to talk to you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I need to go see her. Let me go get.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you go there, Liam, she's building a house on the north side of town, on the side that's away from the creek. Just to let you know.
Okay. All right.
Like outside of town near the little target practice thing we have set up.
You can't ask me to join, man. It's GunsmokeRP.com. You have to go there. They have specific requirements for getting whitelisted to the server. Obviously it's a modded PC. Wow, my door made a lot of noise. Sheriff, I'll be back. I am running to Sundance.
I feel disrespected. Can I?
Gideon, are you really?
Let's see if I pass out on the way. Do 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 do. Whew. Stop that latency. All right, good. You know what? I completely forgot my money. Wow, thanks, tree. I guess it would help if I was going to meet somebody to give them $10 for an ad they ran for me. That I would probably need to bring the $10 with me. Of course, $10 for an ad is quite expensive in 1870, but all right, Bullet, let's go again. Let's try that again. Very, very interesting day so far. Had some very interesting conversations. This may be another interesting conversation. Of course, I'm gonna I'll mess with her a little bit, but let's see. She should be. Someone said Bella said she was on the north side of town building a house. Alright. So there's some of the town. Load faster so I don't walk into a building. There we go. Okay, right there. Hello?
Oh, Mayor Liam.
Yes, yes. I just ran into Miss Bella and she says you was awake. I'm glad because I had something for you.
Oh, what is it?
Well, I don't want to check it on the floor. You got something around here we can check it in? Unfortunately,
How about here?
there's been too many incidents of things falling into the ground on me. That would be the $10 for that ad that was very well worded for a criminal. I mean, I'm just
I'm glad
kidding.
you're happy with it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just No, but yeah, it was very well written. Thank you.
How was the turnout? I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
Well, not as much as I would like to have shown up, but I guess it just people don't really believe the information too much then, so it's the only thing I can take away from that.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't be all that concerned if they don't bother to show up.
Yeah, pretty much. I think uh I think Miss BB asked more questions than anybody else, and I'm like, goodness gracious, why is the 5-year-old more inquisitive than everybody else?
Well, I've been telling people it's probably that big head of hers. I mean, she's definitely no regular 5-year-old.
Right, right. This pretty nice house. You you uh you designed
Yeah,
this?
I did. Still trying to work out the layout. And actually, it's crazy that you're here because I was about to come see you to see if you can come build me some.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yep.
It's like you read my mind. I was thinking, oh, I wish like, I should probably go visit Mayor Liam, and then you come and up in.
It's a miracle, right? It's a
I thought
miracle.
maybe, yeah, I thought maybe it was like I had taken some mushrooms accidentally, and like I was hallucinating.
Oh no, don't do that. I did that the other day. My vision went dark. I was like, "Oh God, what did I do?" I was like, "Wait, no. How did? Wait, I thought I threw those mushrooms on the ground. Oh my God, I ate the mushrooms." How's it going, Empowered? Oh, what's this? Oh no, 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 nope, nope, nope. Not making that mistake again. Those things are dangerous.
They are. That's why they've been sitting in my pockets, because I won't take them.
Now, have you seen the new ones that we got in the catalog? Instead of these square ones, they're kind of like they're a little more roundish, but they're still wooden like these ones.
Oh, are they? No, I haven't seen much of the new lighting actually. I left a note for Mr. Steelborn, but I don't think he's gotten around to me yet. I'm thinking he's probably really busy with other lighting orders.
See, I don't get that because those right there have no metal in them. What does a blacksmith know about wood?
Right? Yeah, these are just some old ones I had lying around, and I thought I would use them for now. Just have some light while I'm working.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you should definitely look at the round if you're gonna put any type of wall lighting like that. Unless you like the metal ones better, but personally being a carpenter, I prefer the look of the wood ones. Not to mention the wood ones
Yeah, I mean,
you can actually make them match your decor where the metal ones just kind of stand out.
I definitely do like the wood look better, but a little bit of metal accents, if it was done right, wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, I don't mind those metal chandeliers, but
Oh
like
yeah.
for the wall lights, the ones they gave us in that catalog, I don't really care for those metal ones. They remind me of like some crazy laboratory or something.
Yeah, I definitely want some chandeliers, and upstairs I still need to figure out how to roof this place.
Oh goodness. Right, right. Is it is it fully square on the outside, or do you have some
Yes,
odd
it is.
okay, because then let's see. Well, you got a few options. Given its size, you could you could do your gabling from front to back and put some what do you call them the windows that pop out of the gable. That'll give it a little more. That'll help break up the shape, so it's just not just a huge slant on the front of the building. So basically, let's see, how tall? Got that there.
Yeah, I just don't want it to look like a one big box. I do have a little balcony out here.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Actually, looking at it, you might have a better shape that you can do. Looks like, depending on if you want the roof above the porch angled or not.
And another thing is I also want to work in a front porch, so the front porch I want some sort
Oh,
of cover on
yeah.
it too, but I'm thinking of some scaffolding maybe to make it more decorative.
Right, right. What's the height difference here? Let's see. You got wall and a half. Yeah, it's a hmm. That's interesting. That's interesting. But you definitely want an angle. I wish we had a half height angle, but we don't have one of those. Because right now, if you put an angle on it, it's literally gonna go from the top of that half wall to the top of this railing. So what you would want to do is probably instead of instead of trying to put it just over the front porch, you would want to make it so that the roof. Ooh, that's gonna be difficult because of how you got that porch made. You'd have to raise the gabling
Look
a
who
little bit.
magically showed up, William.
Very nice.
Yeah, because you're gonna wanna, if you want to get the front porch, like if you want here to be covered and up there to be covered, you're gonna have to take your covering from higher than the upper level. But you do still have a half level you can go up. Well, no, gabling doesn't count. What am I thinking? Let me look at the side here. Okay, so basically these um these four wall sections you have right here, I would start with your gabling going up from this edge all the way across so that from here to the other side of the building was um one one roof set. And then take this portion of the house you have back here and do its gabling so that it basically makes the roof into a T when you look at it from the top. Just with a really fat base. But what you can do is you take
Yeah,
this.
I'm also trying to make this. I'm also trying to make this back area into a back porch, but I still need foundations for it.
Right, right.
So this area is like a porch area underneath here.
Right, right. So what you'd want to do is basically you go up two, put a gable peak on this one, and then down two, which would give you your cover for the front porch, as well as the cover for your upper balcony.
Oh, I see what you're talking.
But you may want to add another half wall on top of your second story, because that gives you that'll be your three wall height that you can go if you put another half wall.
Right.
And what that'll do is that'll give your when you do your gabling for the roof, that'll give you enough clearance that when that gable comes down in front of this balcony, it doesn't completely block it off so that you can't see out from that balcony.
Okay.
I mean, we'd have to try and see what it looks like because it might still feel too low. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm also maybe thinking of just having the center block here, like a flat roof, and then just have some
Right, right.
roofing
And then you could
sides,
essentially,
but
yeah, you could essentially take and do two, do this has a peak in it, and then this has a peak in it, and then that rear section has a peak in it. That would kind of
right.
help. That would kind of help break up the overall shape as well.
Yeah, I definitely have to play around with it. So would you be available for a moment if I take you to our workshop and you can make us some, and you can have your $10 back if you do.
Yeah, I can make those pieces for you. That's not a problem. I'm right
All right,
now
let's go
the
back over here.
right now the only thing that I got going on is finishing getting mines processed, and I'm not gonna do any more of those right now. I had to wait to see where she ran. I couldn't see her.
Did I leave the door open?
No, that's me.
Oh no. Oh, all right.
Yeah. Just gonna make lots of spark powder. Encourage my
All right.
horse to get faster.
Oh wow, there's a lot of. Somebody stocked this table.
Yeah.
Wonder who that was.
Not William.
So William, what do we need again? We need these.
You need.
Keep archway ornate walled. So like maybe 7 or 10 of that. Just do 10.
No, I can't look in there, so. Oh, now I
Oh,
can.
you
There
can't?
you go.
Now I can. Now you want you said the keep ornate walled? The
Yes.
keep archway ornate walled. How many did you want of those?
Let's do 7 of that.
All right.
And perhaps a few of the archway middles, be let's say 5 of that.
All right, 5 of the archway middles.
And like 8 of these archway half. Keep archway half.
Keep archway half. How many did you say for those? 8?
8. Perhaps maybe 5 more just regular walls. And maybe 8 or more of the foundations, just regular foundations.
You did say 8 foundations, right?
Yes, 8.
Yeah, I think she wanted some villager doors also.
I don't think the villager doors will work though, because they're kind of rounded.
Are they?
Yeah, if you're using the keep doorways, it's best to use the keep doors to go with them. And it depends on which one you're doing. Are you doing this wooden square one or the one that has the funny point on top?
No, just the squared ones, and the settler ones actually work really well with the keep door frames.
Oh, if you're doing
Hey,
yeah,
William,
if you're
can I borrow you
doing
for a minute?
if you're doing the wooden
Yep.
the wooden one that's nice and square, yeah, they match up all right.
I started the powder.
Oh, and can I have also? Oh, we're gonna need more wood. Let me more wood here, but some of the, like maybe 10 of the wooden railing. Let me get more wood.
All right.
then you just have to decide what all you need for the roof. You've got 6 gables, and that's all the gables that we have so far.
I mean, I think that should be fine for now.
Oh, wait.
I think that's it.
All right.
So much, man. Here, you can take that $10 back from that table.
No, it's okay. You keep it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mayor. You made building that house more
Progression.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait for Miss I don't have to wait for Miss Stady anymore.
Yeah, just don't tell her I touched her tables. I don't want to get my hands cut off.
I won't. It'll be our secret.
Well, guess I'll go find out if Miss Joy made any more money from her little soiree in the saloon.
Soiree.
Yeah, she was having a little party in our saloon. She had a bunch of drink and food that she brought down. I guess some folks that were supposed to make it ended up not being able to make it. So
Oh. Well, I
yep,
hear there's a
yep.
big party down in White Willow.
Oh, is there? Yeah, I don't.
Perhaps that's why.
It could be, could be. Well, I know there's a wedding tomorrow. I haven't talked to the pastor yet to make sure that there ain't been no changes to that, but hopefully it's still good.
Did he give his sermon today? I believe it's
No, no.
Saturdays.
He said that he wasn't going to be available to do a sermon today, but he did have the wedding tomorrow, so he might do a little speaking before or after the wedding. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna get back to town and see, make sure there ain't no ruckus broke out. I'd hate to have walked away and a ruckus break out.
Yeah, I mean, the only
Don't
ruckus we
forget
had
to.
around here was a wild donkey.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
It wasn't wild, it was aggressive.
Yeah,
tamed
it was
donkey
tame,
that
but it was
aggressive.
Aggressive tamed
Come
donkey
just
riding
came out of
through.
nowhere.
That's funny.
Started attacking all of us.
I had a goat do that to me on the river once. I was like, "Where'd this goat come from?" I ended up, I ended up knocking it out on the shore so I could get away. I was like, "Stop it,
Yeah,
goat!"
I tried to knock the donkey out.
Once
I
the
tried
donkey
really
went
hard.
into their house, I lost it. I couldn't stop laughing.
I think the walls are damaged now, by the way.
They are, I'm sure.
Oh
I'll
gosh.
fix them once I go to the mine again.
All right, well,
Just stop by there with my donkey load and
let me get back to town.
fix the walls.
My horse is
All right,
sitting out
let's
by
get back to your horse.
Yep, as I say, my horse is sitting out back.
I'm a little slow, I may have all the pieces on me. Go ahead.
Well, you have to let me know when this house is done so I can come back and look and see how it turned out.
Yes, well, for sure. Hopefully by this weekend. By tomorrow.
All right, all right. Well, y'all stay safe.
You as well. If you need
See
anything,
you
just
later,
let us know.
Mayor.
Yep, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a rock. Oh, I have a message, huh? Okay. Oh, goodness.
Oh, there's Liam now speaking. Hello there.
No, it's not me. It's a lie.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
I'm no devil.
Well, you gotta. What are you then, a leprechaun, sir? Oh, I got you.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, leprechaun.
Really wish the doors were taller in this CKF mod.
I see some reddish clouds.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a cloud a day.
I got ponied into work. Where y'all going?
Into work.
I just want to go for a
Yeah,
ride, I guess. There haven't been as many customers.
I was going to talk to Ruth for a moment.
You still need your gloves fixed up? You got them.
These are my spares. There's apparently there's something going on at White Willow, so that could be why we didn't see very many people down here.
What's going on there?
I guess same idea, a gathering of folk. And of course, a lot more people live on that end of the county than live on this end of the county, so. Just seems
Am
like.
I able to do one of the mines you have, or do I have to buy them myself?
What do you mean?
I was thinking about doing a mine or something, but I gotta go to the bank and buy one, but you said you had 10 left. Can I do it for you, or do you have to place it?
No, it's whoever places them. I mean, they're for the town. You know, they're for the town. So, if you wanted to do a mine for the town, I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that.
All right.
I just get some.
Mm. Yeah, just that cabinet right there. Grab one. Grab one of the mines out of that cabinet there.
A small mine's only supposed to last an hour, right?
No, those are actually medium mines. Panning sites are actually the smalls. They have very weird labeling. You got panning site, small mine, large mine. There are no panning sites right now. All we got are the small mines, which are 2 hours. But in that 2 hours, you can hunt if you got a gun, shoot bear,
Yeah.
shoot elk. Make sure you take a hatchet. That way you can get some pelt.
I should get my more ammo.
That too. Actually, I think I'm gonna do some paperwork. If you have any, well, where'd you go? If you have any issues, just
Alright.
let me know. When you place it, make sure you try to make sure as much of the mine is above the ground as possible. Because sometimes you can actually set them too much into the terrain to where you can't access them. But you'll be fine.
Gotcha. Alright.
I'm going to my office for a bit. Alright. I'm gonna cut the video there. Not much activity going on right now. And I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go get something to eat. So.